Admiral Ta stood on the bridge of his ship and looked at the blue planet on the main screen. Earth, so small, so weak, his lips curved into a smile. Another easy victory for the great Doxan Empire, he said. Behind him, Officer Juwu nodded. Yes, Admiral. Our scans show they have only reached their own moon. Their weapons are primitive. The Doxan Empire had conquered over 200 alien species across the galaxy. They never failed. Earth would be no different. Send the first message, Tai ordered. Massive ships appeared in Earth's skies. They hovered over every major city. The ships were big enough to block the sun, casting shadows over millions of scared humans. On Earth, world leaders gathered in an emergency meeting. They received the message from the Doxan. Surrender in 72 hours or be destroyed. We cannot fight them, said one leader. Their ships are too powerful. Commander Hannah, who led the Doxan ground forces, prepared her soldiers. The humans will surrender. They always do. But then something unexpected happened. The humans asked for more time. We request 1 week to prepare for your arrival, the human message said. Admiral Ta laughed. They want to say goodbye to their freedom. How touching. Sir, said Do Yun, the intelligence officer, I see strange activity on Earth. Many people are moving. They are taking things underground. Let them hide their treasures, Ta said. We will find everything soon. Ta granted the humans their week. The Doxan fleet waited. They watched Earth closely. At first, things seemed normal. Then Do Yun noticed something odd. Admiral, the human cities are emptying. Millions of people are disappearing. Impossible, Ta snapped. Where could they go? Our ships surround their planet. As the week passed, more humans vanished. Not on ships. Not by any method the Doxan could detect. They simply disappeared. By the end of the week, when it was time to begin the conquest, Earth was quiet. Too quiet. Send in the first wave, Tai ordered. Commander Hannah led her troops into New York City. The streets were empty. Buildings stood tall, but no one was inside. Cars sat abandoned. Food remained on tables in homes. Where are they? Hannah asked through her communicator. Similar reports came from all over Earth. Paris, empty. Tokyo, empty. Beijing, empty. This makes no sense, Juwu said, looking at the reports. 9 billion humans. Gone. Admiral Tai's face turned dark with anger. Find them. They must be hiding somewhere. The Doxan searched everywhere. They found only empty cities and strange tunnels that weren't on any map. In the White House, they found one old man sitting calmly. Where are your people? Hannah demanded. The old man smiled. We left. You can have our cities, our buildings, our land, but you cannot have us. How? Where did you go? Hannah asked, confused. The old man just kept smiling. You should have studied us better before you came. Conquering humans was supposed to be easy, wasn't it? Hannah felt a chill as she realized the truth. They hadn't conquered Earth. They had walked into a trap. 3 days after the Doxan arrived on Earth, Admiral Tai called an emergency meeting. I want answers, he said, his voice hard with anger. Where are the humans? Commander Hannah stood up. We have searched the big cities. We found some old people who stayed behind. They tell us nothing. What about the tunnels? Tai asked. Science Officer June showed pictures on the big screen. The tunnels go deep under the cities, but they end suddenly. They do not lead anywhere. Ta hit the table with his fist. That is not possible. Do Yun, the intelligence officer, cleared his throat. Sir, I found something called Protocol Omega in their computers. It seems to be a plan for disappearing. How can 9 billion people disappear? Juwu asked. No one had an answer. The next day, the Doxan began to set up bases on Earth. They wanted Earth's water, metals, and land. But strange things started to happen. Our machines keep breaking. reported a worker. We fix them, but they break again the next day. At night, ducks and soldiers heard strange sounds. Some said they saw shadows move when no one was there. This planet feels wrong, Jones said to Hannah as they walked through an empty shopping mall. Like we are being watched. Hannah did not say it out loud, but she felt it too. Eyes on her back. Strange feelings. Earth was not empty. It was waiting. 5 days after arrival, Do-Yum made an important discovery. Admiral, look at this, he said, showing Tai a room hidden behind a wall in a place called Pentagon. Inside were pictures of the ducks and ships taken years ago, long before they reached Earth. They knew we were coming, Ta whispered. That same night, something worse happened. A Dachshund base in a place called Texas stopped answering calls. Hannah took a team to check. The base was empty. 50 soldiers gone. Their weapons left behind. Their food still warm on plates. Show me the security videos, Hannah ordered. The videos showed soldiers working normally. Then the lights flickered. Shadows moved across walls. The soldiers looked up, surprised. Then they were pulled into the darkness by nothing. By empty air. Hannah sent the videos to Admiral Ta. An hour later, he called all leaders together. Listen carefully, he said, his voice quiet and serious. The humans are not gone. They are hiding in plain sight. They have technology we do not understand. No one spoke. Fear filled the room. I am bringing more ships, Ta continued. We will not be scared away by ghosts and tricks. That night, as Hannah tried to sleep in her new office in what humans called the White House, she heard a soft voice. You should leave while you can. She jumped up, weapon ready. The room was empty, but on her computer screen, words appeared. This is not your world. You are not the conquerors here. You are the invaded. For the first time in her life, Commander Hannah felt real fear. Not of dying, but of facing something she could not understand. The hunt for humans had become a nightmare, and it was just beginning. A week after the first soldiers disappeared, more Dachshund ships arrived. Captain Minho led the new troops. He brought special hunters who could find any enemy. We will find these humans, Minho told Admiral Ta. They cannot hide forever. Teams searched everywhere. They looked deep in oceans, inside mountains, and under the ground. They found strange things. Sir, look at this, said a soldier, touching what looked like a normal rock wall. His hand went through it. It's not real. All over Earth, the Dachshund found fake parts of nature, rocks that weren't solid, trees that flickered like broken lights, water that sometimes wasn't wet. The whole planet is wrong, Jum told Ta. It's like a mask covering something else. Minho sent his best team to check strange energy coming from deep in the ocean. The team never came back. That night, something new happened. A Dachshund ship in space disappeared. Then another, and another. What is happening up there? Ta shouted into his communicator. Something is pulling our ships into nowhere, came the scared reply. We can see it but can't explain it. Like holes in space itself. Do-Yun worked day and night on human computers. Finally, he found something important. Admiral, I know what Protocol Omega is, he said, his voice shaking. The humans didn't run away. They stepped sideways. What does that mean? Ta demanded. They found a way to move into another dimension. A place right next to ours, but impossible to see. They'd been working on this for 100 years. Jiwoo, who had been quiet for days, suddenly spoke. That explains everything. They're watching us from another dimension. They can reach into our world, but we can't reach into theirs. As they talked, the moon began to change. Parts of it opened like doors. Lights appeared all over its surface. The moon is artificial, Jun whispered in shock. At least partly. On Earth, the few old humans who had stayed behind started to smile more. One of them spoke to Hannah. They're coming back now. The old woman said, "You should run." Hannah grabbed the woman's arm. "Who is coming back? Tell me." "Everyone," the woman replied. "We just needed time to get ready, to wake up our real defenses." That night, Earth changed. The air seemed to tear open in thousands of places. Strange ships appeared from nowhere. They surrounded every Doxan position. Tay ordered his forces to fire at the new ships. The weapons did nothing. The human ship Admiral Ta stood on his command ship, watching Earth's moon glow with strange lights. His empire had never lost a war. He would not be the first to fail. "Prepare all ships for attack," he ordered. "We will destroy their moon base first." Jumu looked worried. "Sir, we don't know what we're facing. Maybe we should talk to them." "No," Ta shouted. "The Doxan Empire does not surrender." As the Doxan ships moved toward the moon, something strange happened to space itself. It seemed to fold around them. Ships couldn't move forward or backward. "We're stuck," a captain reported. "Our engines work, but we're not moving." General Suk's face appeared on all screens. "Admiral Tai, you cannot win this fight. We control gravity itself." Tay refused to give up. "Prepare the core weapon," he told his crew. "We'll destroy this whole system if we must." But before they could act, humans appeared on Ta's ship. They stepped out of thin air, as if walking through invisible doors. "How did you get here?" Ta demanded. A woman in a simple uniform stepped forward. "I am General Suk. You still don't understand what you're facing. Let me show you." She touched a small device on her wrist. Suddenly, the ship's wall seemed to disappear. They could see into another place, a massive human city floating in strange, beautiful colors. "This is where we went," Suk explained. "We learned to step between dimensions 100 years ago. We've been watching your empire destroy worlds. We decided it needed to stop." Dohyun and Hannah stared in wonder. "All this time," Hannah whispered, "we thought we were the advanced ones." "Your ship is now trapped," Suk continued. "You have two choices: surrender and help us free the worlds you've conquered, or stay trapped here forever." Tai reached for his weapon, but it flew from his hand without anyone touching it. "I will never surrender," he said. Juwu stepped forward. "I will. This war is over, Admiral. We lost before we even arrived." Other officers joined Juwu. Ta stood alone, his face dark with anger. Suk nodded. "Wise choice. Your people will be treated fairly." 1 month later, Hannah walked with Suk through a human city that existed half in normal space and half in the dimension humans called the Fold. "Why did you let us think you were primitive?" Hannah asked. "You could have warned us away." Suk smiled. "Would your empire have believed us?" "No. You needed to see for yourselves, and we needed to stop you from conquering more worlds." "How many other species know about this technology?" Hannah asked. "Many now," Suk replied. "We're helping those your empire conquered, teaching them to defend themselves." Hannah looked out at Earth, beautiful and blue. "We thought conquering humans would be easy." "Most conquerors do," Suk said. "That's why we let them think we're weak. The overconfident are the easiest to defeat." In space, the first joint human-Doxan ship prepared to leave. Its mission: to help free other worlds from the Doxan Empire's control. Aboard the ship, Dohyun looked at the stars. For the first time, he was not going to conquer, but to help. The ship slipped sideways into the Fold, vanishing from normal space. The age of conquest was over. The age of working together had begun.